Well, hello there.
Hey.
Apparently, I had my headphones turned down. I thought that something wasn't going on because I couldn't hear you.
Let's see. Yeah, I got my drill
I'm
index
done trying
here.
to click stuff because I keep on kicking myself out by accident.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen.
Just trying to give it a few minutes and see if some people come in.
Dookie dook. So, hey, I don't know if you know this. Oh, we're live? Yeah, I won't talk about this right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I had put it live.
Yeah. Yeah, if we get a chance to, nothing important, just day-to-day bullshit.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll talk afterwards anyways.
If I have the energy to stay up.
Yeah, it's all good. I ain't staying long because I got to go pick up Mrs. Swamp Dog in a little over an hour from now anyway, so I ain't doing a real long stream.
All right. So when you're out having fun, remember, I'm a large t-shirt size.
Yep. I'll keep that in mind. You'll have to remind me if you happen to see any comments because I'm not seeing anything on this end, and I don't want to click
Joe Morgan's here
buttons anymore.
So I see Joe Morgan out there. Hey, Joe. I am working on probably stuff I can't talk about on the YouTubes. Just pure YouTube evil.
Give me just a minute. I'm trying to pull up or get something out. If I get...
You're going to whip something out?
Well, not quite, but if I can get 5 or more people on here, I got something I'm going to give away at the end of the stream.
Oh, cool.
It might help if I hold it on the right side of the phone. It shows on my end, it shows 3 people watching, but gonna give away a tusk patch.
Oh, cool. I don't think I have one of those. Got the shirt.
Yeah, I was going to say, I noticed the shirt. I should have thrown mine on. We'd been twinsies. I got the hat on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know that I got it. Did you get a hat at the event earlier this year, at the Iraq Veteran event?
The hat I got at the Makers match.
Oh, okay.
With the team. Because I don't think that Rob had the hats made at the other event.
And you know what? I gotta say, I said this on Crump's show, and I'm sure you heard me. I am impressed with your social networking ability. I'm like,
yeah,
dude,
I really appreciate both of y'all saying all that.
You buddied up with Tank, who, you know, I've only kind of had a casual friendship for a number of years. Is this Dirt McGurk?
What's up, man?
How's it going? I was watching you on DLD last night.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, dude. Oh shit. I mean, I'm catching echo. Hang on. I had to close the YouTube app. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
It's all good. Good. But yeah, now that I got y'all on, in case my internet glitches out on me, I'll start main topic video and get that out the way while people's coming on. I see we got about 6 people in here now. But I want to start out. Oh yeah, hey Crump.
Oh yeah.
I want to start out saying that this past week or so I've been trying to take the 10 videos in 10 days challenge from the deal that you had done a while back, and this video acting as my final video. I wanted to kind of mention some of the things that I learned or appreciated from taking on the challenge, and I think that I am going to try to I don't know if it's good. I'm gonna keep up the like everyday thing, which was one big thing I learned from trying to do it. My internet around here won't exactly let me keep up a uploading thing of every day. But I am gonna start at least twice a week and I'm gonna try to start a stream once a week.
Cody, you got a weird echo going on.
Yeah, I've been adjusting myself. I thought it was me.
Yeah, I hear everything twice.
Give me a second.
We got Vanessa Kitty out there. Crumpy called me up just a moment ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta work on my version of the breaking news story. So Crumpy's going to be breaking news 10 a.m. tomorrow morning on the John Crump News Channel.
Yeah.
He gave me the scoop, and he said I can let my scoop loose 1 minute after.
1 minute after. That's nice of him.
First dibs. Well, hey, all of it's nice.
Is it still echoing now?
No, I don't hear the echo.
I think you're good.
All right, but yeah, that was one thing I wanted to say as that I learned is about trying to keep up video uploads on a daily basis is a little bit harder. I did learn quite a bit with the editing, which made the editing the later videos quicker instead of trying to like go as I went and stuff, and got started by the time I got through the challenge. I learned quite a bit and got more confident with the editing, and I'm going to keep that up for sure going forwards.
Oh, I mean, it looks good, man. A lot of cool. Like, I mean, obviously, I've been like commenting, just trying to help bump you up on the algorithm there. But like, cool stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I had like everybody that's has messaged or left comments and stuff ways any kind of advice or notes or even feedback, whatever. I appreciate it because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stick to actually grow the channel. So anything that I can make it better will be that much, helpful.
Yeah. I will say I want to play with that tablet. The thing looks like a barrel of monkeys, the 3D tablet. It looks so much fun.
It's a chance to hang out. I'll definitely let you take a look at some of the stuff. Rich has been able to see it in person.
Oh yeah, I'm jealous. He didn't crash into your house?
Damn.
Nope. Rich has not been to Castle La Swamp, but I've been to Rich's house.
No, I'm just kidding, Rich. I know that was probably an accident.
Probably. Well, all right. So the first crash, I made 40 grand.
Oh well, hey, if you make money on it, I mean,
that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
The second crash, I didn't make any money.
Oh, we'll see. That's no fun.
I didn't have any. I didn't have live or hull coverage on the aircraft at the time.
Oh. No, I'm just kidding you, man. Like that just the thought of flying a plane freaks me out.
Right back.
Right. Seriously, just the thought of like trying to like pilot a plane like kind of wigs me out. So
Oh yeah,
no, kudos.
try flying when you can't see. That's
That's
like bad.
I can only imagine. I've got a dog trying to attack my phone.
It's not a swamp dog.
Actually, it's a Catahoula.
I'm back. It's funny that you mentioned that which Dirt will know this, but the Catahoula cur is kind of a regional historic type breed for around here, and my swamp dog logo is based off of a Catahoula cur.
Aha.
Yeah. They're just like the ultimate mutt. They took like native Indian wolf dogs and they bred them with like some of these Belgian and Portuguese dogs they brought over. Yeah, that thing is awesome.
Can y'all kind of see a little bit of the 3D?
I think that's the dark arts, and I want to know how it works.
Oh, that's from Iraq Veteran.
I was just going to say, this was taken at the previous Iraq Veteran. Groot showed up, and he some stuff was done.
And that's at the ATI booth.
Yep, and this is going to talking about the 3D stuff. This is the 3D that Dirt was about. Allows you to see stuff. It uses the glassy, which looks way better in person than it does on the cam or over a camera, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And they call that the load tech. And if anybody is familiar with the particular.
I'm having a skip silence.
But if you remember like the holographic like trapper keepers and folders and like bookmarks and stuff that was real big in the 90s and stuff, that technology like if you would run your hand across it, it would kind of like scratch because it had all the little grooves and stuff in it. That's what's called lenticular photography.
Okay.
The light field screens is a digital take on that, but like the next step forward to where it's actually projecting one image through a transparent LCD panel that has more light in and stuff that gives extra depth, and without needing to split it to a stereo image to be able to pick up the 3D with your eyes, which actually one of the benefits of the light field tech, whether it's in the tablet or in the Hydrogen One phone, is more than one. Like you could be watching it and someone could be standing behind you or sitting beside you, and they can kind of see it too, because it does a certain field of view, but it allows like spectators to watch it instead of if you're just watching on a headset or something like that, you're the only one seeing that if everything's going right.
Yeah, like Vanessa Kitty said, Fresnel Lenses. Yes. I completely get it now.
Hey, Dark is backstage.
Oh, yeah?
Give me a sec. I have to take my phone off this.
All right.
He said he's been back there 10 minutes. Yeah, Vanessa
Fresnel.
Kitty is saying Fresnel Lens.
The Fresnel.
Hold on a second. Let me try it without my head out. My Crump is saying he thinks that might be part of it.
Yeah, you're still getting a weird echo. And I'm hearing myself.
Yeah.
Make it worse or better?
Man.
Yeah, the audio's bad. Do you have the YouTube playing somewhere?
Nope, I'm just strictly on the the StreamYard.
Is there multiple tabs open? I mean,
Yeah, because I got the YouTube, but it's on mute. So Vanessa Kitty's correcting me. She's saying Fresnel. He's saying unplug the headphones.
I don't know. I think it's French.
Nah, I doubt it. I worked on Crump's show earlier. No issue.
No. I'm talking about the word the Fresnel lens word. I think it might be
Fresnel.
Yeah,
I've heard people say it different ways. I'm sure many people say it wrong.
It's just one of those words. Like you read it, you know what it means. Like you get it.
Yeah,
but like like a lighthouse. Like that kind of. But
I hear you.
You hear it out loud. You're like, well, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
When was the last time you ate snake?
Let's see. We fried rattlesnake like a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2.
Oh yeah,
3. Yeah. I don't eat snakes often, but when I do, I go wild with it.
Is the audio still crappy?
So far, sounds good. Oh, no, I'm hearing myself echo.
Still an echo a little bit.
Dirt, you talk. Let's see if you get an echo.
Yeah. Do I get an echo?
A little bit.
Kind of. Yeah, a little bit of one.
I've had it where the headphones, like the wire is bad and it gets crosstalk in the wire. So if you got a earbud, earpiece, microphone combo.
Hold on a second. I think there's one thing different.
Snake tacos.
Hey, that sounds like good stuff. Fish tacos is not something they really serve around here, sadly. I'm a big fan of fish tacos.
Really? I just kind of hate the way that sounds. Not that it doesn't... It could be good. It just...
Where you are is where I discovered how awesome they are.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's little bars down there off of just slightly west of Panama City, like the Redneck Riviera.
Yeah.
Dude, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm in the East Coast Redneck Riviera.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Can y'all hear me now? Or can y'all hear yourselves?
Yeah, we hear you. I'm hearing an echo of me still. And Dark is still in the back, and he wants you to let him in.
Was it doing it before I got on? Let me dip out and check back in.
Okay.
I'll be right back in about a minute or so. Let me refresh one because I think my screen's locking.
Well, let Dark in.
My phone. Yeah, I'm trying to, but it won't let me click.
Won't let you click. Fish tacos are tasty. Along the Gulf is where the best ones are. Okay. And that's what Dirt was saying. You guys are just waiting for me to cut my thumb open again, aren't you?
It says Dark is added.
I saw him darkly added.
Hey there.
What's up, man?
How are you?
Good.
Great to see you.
And we got Dirt back in?
Yeah, man.
Y'all talk amongst yourselves for just a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh,
so, Dark, have you had rattlesnake before?
I'm not rattlesnake. I have eaten snake. I've eaten alligator. I've eaten bison. I've eaten antelope. I've eaten
gator tail.
Buffalo.
Gator tail.
Yeah, definitely gator tail.
Yeah. So, of course, I don't know if people would consider it weird, but like Long Island, you just got to eat raw clams.
Oh, yeah.
So I would dig them up and just bust them open on the cleat on the boat and eat them.
Yeah. It's definitely something's going on with Cody's mic because it's.
Oh yeah.
Hang on
Yeah.
for one quick second.
Crumpy's calling you again. He said he had to put the kids away. Knife cut better. Hammering the trigger during the live stream. No more raw seafoods for me, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm having some troubles getting a reasonable trigger pull on the G34 P90 style firearm.
I love you too. I gotta go. Sorry, Crump. Just kidding.
Crump hit and ran me. He like calls me, tells me something, like, all right, gotta go. Yeah. I'm like, what? Did he have to go call you? Why?
I guess so.
He said he had to put his kid to bed, but I think it was like, all right, gotta call Dark.
Hey, Swamp Dog, if you're listening, I think he was putting his kids to bed. He's just Crump, he's very like
ADD.
Yeah, and the echo was bothering him, and he was like, okay, here's what you need to do. So, Cody, if you can hear us, if you're listening, if you're still out there, what you need to do is disconnect your headset completely, because I think your headphones were echoing into the mic, and go into your settings, click echo cancellation, and like auto or something, and that should fix it.
Mm-hmm.
That should work.
Sounds good.
And then Crump says, no.
Which, who knows? Crump ought to know by now. You got to have context to that. We have no idea what the no is.
I know. Either someone just touched you in your no spot, or, no to what Rich was saying, or no to what I was saying, or, what's up, Bacon?
Bacon!
He said, wow, Swampy's looking rough these days. That's funny. So, how's your bully puppy coming along?
Yeah, I'm not happy.
No?
With a 40-pound trigger pull, and, parts, let's see, if you can see, this is the bullpup trigger, and I'm actually additive manufacturing another part right now.
Did that rear part break?
Yeah, it's like, let's see. So you can see there's supposed to be an ear on either side.
Yeah,
I might beef it up. That. I might redesign it. The trigger linkage I reprinted in a different orientation, so there's less crud from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
And
real quick, hold on. So for that part where the ear is broken, what you want to do is take a 3.5 millimeter pen, like a Glock trigger pen, and then lob grease all over it. Okay. Slide it in there. Make sure there's like choke tube grease, like not oil, grease applied very liberally, and then take super glue and baking soda mixed up.
I got you.
Put it over there and connect it.
What's that? Here we go.
And then
is this a little bit better?
All connected.
I think so.
Yeah,
100%.
100% better.
I was going to say, y'all aren't sounding glitchy on my end either. I ended up opening it in Chrome.
Okay, cool.
But not to mean to interrupt y'all, now that I finally got the audio working, I wanted to circle back to what Vanessa Kitty was saying, talking about the Fresnel lenses. That is not the same thing as the lenticular lenses. Fresnel lens is it has grooves and stuff like that, but they're not spaced out the way they are on the lenticular lens. On those, the way that the grooves is done makes it so that when the light goes through it, it acts the same way as if it was an actual curved optical lens, for like a magnification lens, for simplistic sake. That's why you could make your own projector getting one of them flat, basically like old people reading sheets that they sell at the grocery stores.
Yes.
Magnifiers.
Cardboard.
Old people reading sheets.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm a swamp dog, so keeping it simple.
Yeah, dude. They're right next to the National Enquirer in Women's World or whatever in the checkout. I know what you mean.
You can start a fire with it too. Just saying.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah.
Keep one of those in your pack.
But
always.
a simple explanation of how the grooves is set up on the lenticular things. Lenticular basically means
Lens.
multiple degrees on the same, like you have more than one picture depending on which way you're looking at it. Like underneath one of them grooves, let's call it a peak because it's basically like a little tiny prism. The most basic would just be two pictures, a stereo pair. And if you look at it from the left, you see the picture that's on the right side. If you look at it from the right, you see the picture that's on the left side. And depending on what the lines per inch, similar to what the dots per inch on a printer is, for that particular spacing of lines, lets you know how many pictures it can handle. And the most of them is going to be 40 to 150 individual pictures on that one sheet.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, I kind of get how it works, but it's still really, really black magic like,
Yeah, it seems complex.
Yeah, and that's definitely not the best explanation. There's better explanations for it. That's just trying to simplify it as best as I can.
From what I understand, one is rounded prism cuts, and one, I guess the other is more like linear cuts.
Yes, because basically what the way the lenticular lens is cut, or the linear ones, like what you're referring to it
I
as,
just read what Vanessa said.
you're having, like I said, multiple pictures under that one slice.
Okay.
So like under each one of them lines per se, there might be 4 pictures printed. That's why if you look at a picture that's made to be looked at through a lenticular lens that is without the lens itself, it's going to look almost kind of smeared because it's basically a whole bunch of the same picture stacked on top of each other sideways.
Okay.
I get it.
Interesting.
Oh, sorry, I just read a chat thingy.
But going beyond all of that, which is kind of the digital version of all that, is the glasses free stuff with the tablet and phone that I was talking about. The next, probably the oldest in the line of options that I'm going to talk about, is what's called active shutter glasses. And that's what you would use with like a LG, or insert name here, 3D TV, or a DLP 3D projector.
You said a
Or
DLD projector?
DLP.
Oh, okay.
And or even like a gaming laptop or gaming monitor. And that's what you'll have a box like this that you plug in with your HDMI, one going to the TV and one going from your source, and it has a emitter in the front of it. And that emitter is what triggers the active in the active glasses, which the way the shutter glasses work is you're having 2 pictures on the screen spaced out in a way that when one of the shutters on the glasses, like your right eye, for example, say that one's going to be blocked to where your left eye only sees the picture at that millisecond, whatever the timing is, and then flashing back and forth between your left eye and your right eye to where your brain registers each eye as seeing a separate image. Therefore, that's how you get your depth perception.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty clever how they figure out how to kind of like fake the mind out, using rudimentary stuff.
Yeah, that's
Indeed
super complex. And I mean, that's like, I don't know if you guys remember the what was it, the magic eye, where you look in the center and then kind of back out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the picture's like pop, and it just pops out.
Or stuff starts moving.
Yeah.
If you stare at it long enough.
Yeah.
Wait, I can watch albino midget prawn in 3D? Heck yeah. What's up, man against the masses?
Well, the technology is just for the content. What the content of that content is, that's up to you.
Yeah, the end user has choice. It's freedom.
Yeah. Can I shout out my boy Shooting Gallery New England, who's well on his way to making 1,000 subs.
Oh, yeah.
So if you haven't subbed, Shooting Gallery New England, give him a sub.
Shooting Gallery New England, thanks for stopping by, brother.
Yeah, man.
I finally got the comments to open now that I'm on the Chrome too.
Nice. Yeah, make sure you go sub.
And it's funny that
Swampy and Shooting Gallery New England. Let's get these guys to 1,000.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Oh, and Dirt McGirt.
No, not mine.
Okay.
Mine is just garbage videos, dude. Like, don't waste your time. It's just
Snake
like
videos,
me talking
dude.
smack. It was, like a snake in dirt.
You kill snakes while talking smack to them with a Spanish accent.
That was funny
to hear. That was
hilarious. I mean, it does sound
I have to
kind
admit,
of.
that was very entertaining, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I did it in a very specific kind of way that I would have thought somebody would have said that.
Somebody.
We're not going to mention him here.
No, just the chop.
All right, now that I got this working, let's see if I can get it on this tripod.
You're probably out there watching.
Y'all still good?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's out there watching. He's mad.
All right.
Yeah.
And where y'all was talking about the magic eye and the cross-eyed posters and pictures that you look at, when you get to talking about the printed 3D medium, which obviously you ain't gonna print a video, but there's 3 or 4 different ways for printed 3D pictures, and one that we just spent too long talking about is the lenticular things, like the holographic postcard type things. Them magic eye type stuff, or optical illusion type things, what y'all are talking about, is actually one of the other main ways for being able to print a 3D picture. Stereo image pair is what it's called, is what they call a cross eye. And that's similar process of stacking the images, but instead of putting the lens on it, it's done in a way to where you kind of perform the action of the lens by getting the right distance and focus of crossing your eyes, to where your eyes split that difference between the picture to clear up that blurriness. And going back to kind of what Dirt was talking about like the magic of like making your brain trick yourself.
Yeah. It's always fun. Optical illusions are the best.
Yeah, Crumb, he does have a YouTube channel, but to set up a stream, you have to go through me. I'm actually his social media manager. So you can reach out directly to me at thedarkestmavis@gmail.com. Yeah. Don't call my cell phone.
Exactly what Vanessa Kitty just said. You're getting the focal length by changing your eyes, doing it that way. That's what the word I was trying to hunt for. But before we get too carried away, and while everything's still working on my end, I got one more way of watching 3D stuff that I want to get to while things is going good and everybody's not going haywire in the chat yet. And that's what's probably what I think is probably going to be the way going forward for watching 3D stuff other than the holographic stuff, and that's headsets, VR headsets. And you got all kinds of them out there, the most popular one probably being the Oculus, which is out by Facebook that people heard of. And then you have a whole range of gaming specific VR headsets that is taken over in the gaming space. But that also comes in at probably the cheapest way for someone to be able to watch the 3D content that I'm making. And you can get a simple like a simple little VR headset case from the dollar store that you put your phone in, and you just open the front of it, and it's got suction cups that you put your phone on and put it in it, and then it's got the lenses to where it separates the two images on where if you was to open a 3D image or a 3D video on YouTube, if you've ever done it without having a headset, how it's got that line going down the middle. That line is supposed to line up if in the regular headset, like a say Oculus Quest or whatever, or it will actually do two videos to two separate screens. In these cheap headset adapters, or it works the same way as what the Google Cardboard project was, which is it uses that picture on your phone that's just has the split pictures, and it just puts a divider up to where your eyes, only your left eye sees the left side and the right eye sees the right side, so you get the same effect as having two separate screens, even though it's on just your phone. And you can pick up one of these adapter headsets for $10 at the dollar store, or you can pull up the plans to make your own Google Cardboard one out of literally cardboard or thick paper.
I think I have one of those laying around here. I gotta check that out.
That's what's up, man. Hey, what's up, William? I think I got a picture of you in a bathtub. Isn't that the...
You're talking about Tony Simon?
Isn't that... Oh, no, that's Tony Simon. That's right. I'm tripping. Never mind. You probably think I'm crazy.
I think Vanessa Kitty had a pretty good question asking about how long you can wear the headsets before you start getting nauseous.
Yeah.
That really depends on if you're really prone to motion sickness or not. And the headsets that are out now is almost a non-issue unless you're someone that is extremely sensitive. The earlier versions, you could start getting a little queasy because again, I can't remember the word, but basically the spacing was too far off from what the natural spacing of what your eyes is. And whenever you get there's a word for that too, but whenever you get away from that ideal spacing, that's when you start getting that queasy feeling, because the same thing, your brain is trying to register them images like it always does, and when it's off, it's like you just took your eye and now your eye is sitting on the side of your ear because the spacing is off, or you're looking through like a big bubble or something, making that distance shift.
Yeah. I've definitely going to 3D movies and stuff like that in the past. I've definitely gotten a headache or nauseous, and I'm not the type to get motion sickness or anything like that. But that was years ago,
And also, it's funny that you mentioned that about the theater 3D movie stuff from the theater, because that brings in another way of what can trigger that stuff too. A lot of the stuff that's actually done 3D movies in the theater is not an actual stereo 3D movie. It's filmed in 2D and then digitally converted, and then you get to that same issue. Digitally converting something, it's that much harder to mimic that perfect spacing. So you start getting artifacts or wobble to it where things ain't quite lined up like they would be if it was actually natively filmed that way.
Interesting.
So, Cody, how did you get all involved in 3D stuff?
Really, I just thought, what can I do to set me apart from anybody else with me trying to start a gun channel? And I said, well, no one's doing 3D stuff, and I'm halfway interested in it as a hobby. And one thing led to another.
I'd say you got the jump on everybody else, man. It's pretty awesome.
The biggest thing was actually going to the IV88 last time and actually meeting you and everybody else that I was able to, and not having a single person have any kind of bad thoughts or bad sayings about the 3D stuff that I was able to show them. everybody was extremely enthusiastic, and either on the more calm side, they're like, yeah, this is something really interesting and you can go somewheres, and then you have all the way on the other side, like what Dirt said, best from Chad from IVA, almost straight Looney Tunes cartoon character over the top.
Go back. We lost you for a second. You had said either they were just kind of calm, like reaction, like, oh, that's cool, or they were what? And then you kind of cut out.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Or they're like what Dirk said, and it's, oh, that's black magic, or you. And the far end is what Chad from IV88 himself did, and he almost turned into a Looney Tunes cartoon character as far as the level of emoting that he did when he first seen the holographic picture popping out of the tablet.
Yeah, like the
That's
eyes,
cool.
like,
Yeah.
Aruga.
Yeah, like literally, like that Aruga, like his eyes literally. They probably didn't dilate itself, but the facial expression, his eye sockets got bigger.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see how that, you could use that like as an application of like showcasing, firearms in a way that like no one has ever done that. I could see like companies like Caltech, like a lot of the larger companies that have kind of more unique things. Imagine if like the P50, when the P50 dropped, if they just mailed one thing out to every major distributor, didn't share anything online, but mailed it out to every distributor, and they had this like crazy like 360-degree view, or maybe like a 45-degree angle view of the P50. Dude, that would have like blown up.
Like, yeah, like an immersive, like a little, like a thing you put your.
Just a second, my dog's is barking. I'll be right back.
Yeah, just go put a whooping on them.
Yeah, man.
PETA action up in here. I tried to screen share something, but he didn't approve it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get filament out to you, but I think that's okay, because I think the contrast of the black will be better than my current contrast of the light gray.
Mm-hmm,
you know what I'm saying? So otherwise you were about to get purple or like neon, like digital blue.
Gotcha.
Both would be cool, but I've lost focus and didn't get a chance to get it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I think the window passed for making it happen, but
oh, I think you can still do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What would have to happen for it to be
I need 72 hours.
Oh, you're good. Just start it right now.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Some kids up the road riding 4-wheelers.
Oh, dang kids.
That's country life, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I get that here.
Man Against the Masses asked, Dark, are you burping Truly? No, I'm not burping Truly. I'm burping like the cheapest like seltzer that a man can get his hands on. It literally just says seltzer.
Just original seltzer.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, now I got dogs barking, but they're barking at me, so it's cool.
Oh, me too. Dang. Oh, look at the shirt. Look at the shirt.
Trying to look at some of the comments real quick.
Yeah.
Man, Dirt, that shirt is beautiful. Where
it kind of glows, don't it?
It's just like, I would, if I purchased that, I'd give it a glowing review.
That's cool.
I have. I've been trying to let everybody know how glowing of a review.
I wanted to circle back on one of the things that you had mentioned, Dark, talking about like, say, for a company to be able to send out a hologram sample of a new design or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I haven't even touched on or actually mentioned to anyone at events, or even just a couple of people I've told in person.
Mm-hmm.
Part of this technology for the glasses free stuff, you can open 3D models and have it be completely appearing to be completely above the screen or completely sunk in and rotate all the way around. For example, people that are doing a lot of designs for P90 style things, or stuff like that, you could pop up that actual model and show it to someone, and the way the tech works, it'll almost look like it's literally floating there. And the update that they're working on, which there's obviously no set stone when it will be out, they're working on probably some type of infrared or something, but some type of way to take advantage of that appearing to float and actually basically be an air gestures with your hand to manipulate that floating, whether it's a picture, model, video, whatever, to actually move the hologram.
Tony Stark stuff there.
It's like Star Wars, with the Death Star to hologram. That's awesome.
Any way that the way I see it is like, if you can, with your hands, manipulate models, then we've achieved everything that we need to, right? I love manipulating models with my hands.
Yeah, I mean,
especially
the only way to do it. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like gun models? Oh, yeah, that's cool too, though.
Oh, that's great.
Who said it had to be a gun model? It could be a car.
It could be a car. It could be a motorcycle.
Oh, Carolina EDC. Hey, man.
Hey, Carolina EDC.
Oh, yep. I just happened to see him. Hey, bro. Looking forward to meeting you this weekend.
You didn't see him last show?
I probably halfway said hi or seen him in passing, but I didn't actually talk. There was a lot of people that I didn't actually talk to, so I don't consider meeting. Like some of the folks that I was hands, I could reach out and touch them away, but being in the middle of a conversation or something like that, not wanting to interrupt them,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's nice of you, man.
I just sit down and start talking.
A little.
I know, right?
No, yeah, well, as you was talking about pointing out me being so good at networking and stuff, really, that's all I do is I just go for it. Either someone's going to talk or they're not, and, move on. And the biggest thing that has made the most impact for me, more than actually being willing to reach out to people, is just staying on top of it and just being willing to message, saying, hey, how's it going? Bringing up what it was, that particular conversation you're hoping for might be about, and just keep being persistent and showing that you are interested in stuff. And more often than not, they'll eventually actually respond to you, and that'll mean a little bit to them that you kept on it, even though they might be busy or this and that. Yeah. That's one thing I was talking with Dark the other day. Probably the first company and one of the business vendor type connections that's going to mean the most to me, even until I ever stop doing the videos, working with Swamp Fox Optics. That's literally how everything happened. I just messaged them when I very first decided to do a channel and hadn't even done no videos yet. And I just emailed, hey, y'all's name is kind of similar to the name that I was starting out, would y'all like to talk about something? And just keeping at it, saying, hey, how's it going? And here it goes, months go by and whatever, and next thing you know, now I had them sponsor me at the makers match and actually build a real friendship, not just like send me some stuff to review type of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And that's
great.
one thing I never did actually come out and like for anything. Not contact companies and stuff. With that being my intent, trying to get stuff for reviewing, I'll ask what their requirements are and if they have any open opportunities, and then go from there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, man. That's pretty awesome. Swamp Fox seems like awesome people.
Yeah, they seem like really good people. Personally, the only thing the first thing I ever got was I reached out to Lone Wolf, and I've always been a Lone Wolf fan. They just have made incredible stuff. Their specs are on point. They had the licensing agreement with Glock before like any other company did, and they've just always been like nailing quality. And they came out with those. They made basically the best Glock lure receiver that exists, called the Timberwolf frame, and I'll go out there and say, "Oh, look at that, nice, bow, 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 bow." Oh, you got yours on your chest.
Yeah, dude, I didn't get to go grab my patch just yet.
I should just mount it right above my
your
semi auto.
Rich, here's a patch for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got that one somewhere here.
Man, I need some patches. My patch wall is looking sad. My patch wall is looking sad.
I half cleaned up a little bit. Where is my? Yeah, I don't know where my Hank Strange one went. Ooh,
nice.
I was kind of surprised the other day. I was looking around for a bullet on my desk, and usually there's a lot of them, and I couldn't find one.
Yeah, I remember I saw that. I was like, man, what's going on? Is he changed? Is he changed up on us?
And I got a story with this one. Talking with one of the other graduates about he had posted something about a question about a 1911, I think it was, kind of like a trivia deal. Well, long story short, I got the answer right, and he sent me some patches. One of the patches he sent, he is one of the designated marksmen or quote unquote snipers for the Richmond County, Virginia SRT team, and sent me one of their patches.
That's really nice, dude.
A lot of that broke up, but I think we got the majority of it. That you may want to hit it one more time. We lost a little bit of that. But a guy you were talking to asked you questions about a 1911, and you answered him, and he sent you a patch, and he was Richmond, Virginia SRT.
Yeah, that long story short, he is a sniper with the Richmond County SRT and sent me one of their patches. He does I don't know if he's like the trainer for their designated marksman stuff, or he just did most of, that's what he did when he was working with them. But yes, I wanted to answer Man Against the Masses. I am giving away this tusk patch.
Gotta get them all, man.
So, and those of you that don't know, the SRT stands for Speedy Retreat Team. They're the ones that flee as fast as possible in the sign of trouble.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dear God.
Oh yeah, I told you one.
Oh no!
Oh snap!
Yeah, dude, you better reply to those three.
Oh, a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. Sorry, James, I love you.
You gonna hold him over your head like in Lion King and Circle of Life?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to sing that one.
a trivia question for people that's in the chat. I've seen most all these names following around in y'all's channels and stuff.
Dark,
Am I
just
cutting
use
out? Y'all
half as
getting
many
me?
heart emojis as you think you should.
Yeah, well, I can hear you now, Cody. You good?
Yeah, you're
All
coming
right.
through. You're coming through.
What is a caliber that I comment on almost everybody's chats when people start
22
asking?
TPM.
Well, I guess Dark just beat everybody in the chat. I guess Dark gets the tusk. Guess
no.
Dark gets the tusk
Come on,
pack.
man.
Oh,
Come
I thought
on,
you were
do another
asking-
one. Do another one.
Dude. Oh, I could ask a question on your behalf. I'm so sorry. I thought you were asking us.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But
for your
secret,
true
I have
followers.
two. So Pat, one for Dark and one for the person that answers his question.
No, I couldn't take it. Let's make sure the other folks get it. For the real Swamp Dog fans out there, I'm going to ask this question. Or viewers, I'm sorry, not fans. You know what I mean? For your peoples.
I'll take it either way. The Swamp Pack, members of the Swamp Pack.
Nice.
Represent.
For the real Swampy viewers out there, what caliber revolver did Swampy share a picture of that holds 10 rounds of a very unique revolver caliber? Something you don't typically find.
Yep.
10
shot.
10.
10 shot.
That 6 shooters a 10 shot, huh?
A 10 shot in 224 Valkyrie or 44 Magnum. 10 shot 44. Yep, and it looks like a flare gun. This big.
Looks like one of those streets.
Just kidding. My apologies.
No, it's small enough to fit in a regular. You. Somebody got it.
My dossier on Swamp ain't large enough. Ooh, masses. Ayo.
Yep,
I think you got it.
against the masses.
Oh, I don't know.
Got it.
I don't know. I don't see
Is that
any
17 HMR?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know if it's
or there's a couple of different 17s.
There's a couple 17s. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more detail on that. 17 rimmed, 17 rim job, 17, 17 Hotel Mike Romeo.
Yeah. Thirsty Cole, you better get in on this.
Thirsty Cole, sorry, you're late. I done gave away a 357 revolver earlier, so.
and pictures of everybody's feet.
Yeah. I'll give you some later, dude. I promise.
Picky. No, I think Man Against the Masses definitely should get it because that he clearly knew by saying 17.
Yeah.
Hold on, Thirsty Colt. Since it's the evening, moccasins.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well, for this simple farm boy, it's still the farm boot.
Still the farm boots. I'm rocking the moccasin chukka boots.
Yeah.
But yeah, Men Against the Masses, hit me up on Gmail. It's the Swamp Dog Armory at Gmail.
Or just swampy at swampy.com.
Well, not quite. That might go to somewhere else.
Yeah, you definitely.
Let's see. Anybody got swampy.com?
You got to get it, man.
Don't look it up. I got a bad feeling about.
I got swampdogarmory.com, but I don't have nothing based off of Swampy yet.
Nah, somebody's squatting on it and they want to sell it.
That one of those turd sites where it's like, this is reserved. Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't no fun.
I thought it was going to be like a forum about like swamp balls or something.
Yeah. I bet money that's a subreddit.
But if you spell it with 2 P's.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there.
It's got to be one of those .net, like back in the day,
right.
like whatever .net.
.net, yeah.
Since we're winding down, do y'all want to see if my internet will hold out to get into the ghost story that I hinted at?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Oh, I'm down. I think because I'd feel terrible taking another tusk patch. I think we should give one more question for the folks in here. What would be a good? Can I ask one more question?
Sure. I was fixing to say if unless Rich or Dirt had a
you guys are more than welcome
question.
to jump in too.
No, man, y'all go for it.
I got a good one. Swampy guessed this. We're doing a giveaway. I think it was on Crump's show. My second plane crash happened in what city and state?
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
The second one
I can't
now.
answer this because I had an incident. That's why I always remember the answer for that.
We lost you after. I can't answer this because I had
I had an incident in the exact same city and state.
Really? That's why you remembered it, huh?
That's why that's why I'll always remember that. That was where I literally called the police and they said, "We don't send nobody out after dark."
Oh.
So apparently, the most deadly thing that happened to me on the day of my second plane crash was not getting shot by a drug dealer in that town.
Yeah, then 20 minutes after that phone call with the dispatch, that was getting a police escort going 85 miles an hour to the wall.
I heard police escort going 85 miles an hour somewhere.
To Walmart.
Walmart.
To Walmart.
It glitched out.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Nobody gonna answer that? Come on.
Vanessa said New York City, New York.
No.
I was gonna make a joke initially when I heard that, and then I
All right.
myself.
So you gotta. I'll give you a hint. Swamp Dog, most of his life, has not lived in New York, and it happened in an area Swamp Dog was around.
I'm rapidly refreshing, seeing what they guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the comments. Mine's like a little behind or something, I think.
No.
Let's see.
But yeah, while we're waiting to see if someone can guess that location, I guess I'll get into the story, which Rich said the more interesting part is not about the ghost, but the fact that I was a nanny.
That is hilarious.
You were a nanny? No.
A nanny.
A nanny. No.
Dude, that was so funny.
Did you call yourself a nanny, or did others refer to you as a nanny?
That was my job position and title.
I didn't know if you maybe changed it yourself to like caretaker or something.
I didn't exactly tell a bunch of folks at the time, you know.
You were a manny. That's what they call them.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
It was good money and had fun times, other than running into 300 or what was it? 200-year-old preacher at 3 a.m. when I was supposed to be going and checking on the kids.
Oh, that's nice. What did he say to you? Call you heathen?
I didn't let him say anything. I was like, nope, I'm going back downstairs. I was like, I'll see y'all in the morning.
Those kids got this.
Rich, is that a printed mag?
Well,
Nice,
on the second floor, all their bedrooms, the kids and the parents' bedrooms was all there. And from where I was coming up the stairs to get to where he was passing where the parents' bedroom was. So I was like, all right, y'all are closer. What in the...
So I got a ghost story, family ghost story. I know is true, and I don't believe in ghost stories.
I didn't hear Swampy's ghost story.
Was that the whole story, or?
No. I was waiting for Dark to get back. That was just me leading into it. That's just like the trailer teasing bits.
The edge and bit.
I was waiting to see if any of y'all was gonna like pitch in or react or ask or anything, you know. But I gotta give a little bit of history on where it was that we was at that all this happened in the first place. It was East Texas in a place called Commerce. If anyone's familiar with, there's I guess it's like a branch off of the Texas A&M that is in Commerce. So it's kind of like a college town type area. But before any of that happened, like way back, like in the Wild West times, 1800s and all of that stuff, it was nothing but like prairie stuff. And people would like run the cows through there on their cattle runs and stuff. There wasn't a real big like town or actual town where this was. I'm saying all this because the house where the family lived at that I worked for, the house itself was a period house from then. It was like when I was there, it was right under 200 years old when the house was built. And that.
Oh wow!
Dang.
Well, in this area, like I said, if there wasn't really a town like within miles back then, it would have been like a 3-day ride to the nearest wherever people go to tell someone something. I don't even know if like the telegraph stuff was then or not, you know.
It was just like a Pony Express.
It was just like in the middle of nowheres, you know. All right. Well, the town that was like closest by however many days or whatever it was there was like a big deal family there. I don't know if they was like the people that like the town started from or whatever, but something happened where I think she was a 6-year-old girl. I don't know if it was their daughter or someone came to whoever that influential dude was, asking them to find her. But this little 6-year-old girl goes missing out here in the middle of the frontier, middle of nowhere type stuff.
Wow.
And so they had people coming in from whatever's above Oklahoma. My geography's missing
Kansas?
me now. But yeah, something like that. They had people coming in because they had sent the message, we need a posse, come find, you know, this little girl's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Where the house is where like that trail that the people would be coming down from up there, and where someone would be coming from the town where the girl was missing from. Where the house is almost where them roads would meet, kind of like a fork or a hitching spot or something if you was gonna like take a break or whatever. Like less than a mile from where the house is actually built. At the time that these people is coming down, this posse is coming down, this preacher that well, we'll get to him later on, but there was a preacher that just happened to be, just left that town where the girl was missing from, heading to the next town doing his traveling preacher stuff, right? He happened to get to this spot right when them posse people's coming down and he's coming on the other road. They immediately like assume this dude's like running, he must have something to do with that little girl missing, and one thing leads to another, and the posse ends up hanging him from the tree that is in the backyard of where that house was built, thinking, okay, we found a dude that killed this little girl, and they just strung him up on the spot. They ended up riding the next day or two, whatever, to that town where the little girl was from, finding out, oh no, they already done caught the guy, and he did kill the little girl, and they found him in the shed behind the house. So they hung this innocent preacher dude just because they was like fired up, you know, this little girl's missing and all that stuff. This was back in the 1800s and stuff. Fast forward to 2000 and 6-ish is when I was working there. And they had told me this story about this preacher, because it's like a well-known thing in that area, you know, especially with that tree still being there. And like I said, it was like a prominent family, whatever it was from that town that all that stuff happened, where you can look it up in the newspapers. It's like, all right, well, yeah, you know, I don't believe in ghosts or whatever, but that's an interesting story. That's kind of sucks to be that dude, you know. And they told me he'll come show up, and it's always going to be after 2 a.m. It will be before 5 a.m. It's only going to be in the middle of the night, because that's when them dudes was coming. They was coming in the middle of the night trying to get to that town when they hung him up. Well, what I said, one night I was going to check on the kids, and of course I said it wasn't like I'm neglecting the kids because I left them up there. They was fine. They was all asleep, whatever. I was just doing my last check, you know, making sure everybody's good to go before I went to bed. And like I said, their parents are right there in the room next to them. So if something was to go down, they'd be getting there quicker than I could run down that hallway anyway, because this is a big freaking house. So I come up the stairs, and as soon as I turn, the way it's done, you have the stairs and one long hallway going directly to a bathroom. That bathroom, they had just remodeled it. It used to just be like a book nook or whatever they call it, with one of them big tree that the preacher was hung from. So I come up the stairs and go to turn down that hallway, and as soon as I look up, here's this 6-foot black figure, straight up, the flat rimmed preacher type cowboy hat, black cloak, black dusty boots. You can clearly see the white preacher collar thing just standing inside the doorway of the bathroom. And like I said, as soon as I seen that, I was like, nope, I went right back down the stairs. And then next morning, when parents got up getting their coffee, I told them, I was like, you know, I went and checked on all this, and I seen, they're like, oh yeah, you know, did you talk to him? I was like, no, I didn't talk to him. They're like, yeah, it's like an everyday thing. I was like, well, that's every day y'all can talk to the preacher dude in the bathroom. I'm good.
Dude, that's crazy. How close were you?
10 yards.
Dang.
Like I say, it was longer than normal hallway for a house, but it still was within house distance.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not like across the yard, like to where I could literally see like his stringy hair under his hat, like close so I could see the details and stuff, but I wasn't worried about finding out more.
Yeah.
So he was wearing like one of those flat brim, like Quaker type hats, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Nice. And the duster style jacket, and like I said, you could the not what we would consider like cowboy boots, but like the slip-on style, like what we would consider like like almost like your rubber boots, but not rubber.
Yeah, Hessians. Isn't that what they're called?
Hessians. Yeah.
Wellingtons, Hessians, something like that.
Yeah. Something like that. But yeah, like I said, I saw it enough where I can clearly see every bit of that detail to explain it now, but I didn't stick around to talk to him, and I was like, all right, man.
That's crazy.
So I'm not going to tell you the family ghost story. I'm going to tell you another story. So the two houses my family owns in New York, they've been in the house. My great-grandfather built one. My great-great-grandfather built the other. And, you know, we've always lived in one or the other, rented the other out kind of thing for generations. That's how it's gone. And one of the tenants said that there's ghosts in the house. And my dad said, if there's more than one family living in the house, I got to charge you more rent.
That's funny.
Yeah. Really I have a add-on story to that. From that same family in that same house, apparently they like had other paranormal experiences of their own too, and that preacher.
That's a normal thing.
Yeah, and I was going to say that preacher isn't the only ghost that was there, but that's the only one that I saw while I was there. Previous to that, I heard this from the previous nanny who I took over her job when she quit. But they adopted a lot of kids. They had a couple of kids of their own, but most of the kids was adopted. And they had a young set of twins that they got. I don't remember if it was from Ethiopia or from Thailand or somewhere's off over there. It was a little boy and a little girl, but the little girl had some health problems and stuff, and I think ended up having cancer after they had adopted her and stuff in that house. But with her being this like I said, I don't. This ain't my personal thing. This is just me relaying what I was told by the family and the person that I filled it or took over for. But that little girl with her, and I hate that I can't remember her name, but with her, like fixing to be going off on her own, from her own health things, she was like extra in tune to these spirits, whatever you want to call it, that was around the house and stuff. And the spirit of that little girl that the preacher was hung for, their daughter would be playing with her a bunch of times in the backyard and sitting in her room at night talking with her and that, and not like creepy or freaky ways, whatever, but like talking to her to the point where the family told me all this, like within like a month or two before the little girl passed away, she told, like, and she came to them that they didn't put no words into her mouth. This was all the little girl saying it to the parents and stuff, that whatever that little girl's name that was the ghost that died way back when, she would call her by that name. And at first they thought it was just like her imaginary friend or whatever. But she told them that like she basically kind of like helped her go on to heaven, and she's fixing to she's waiting there for her now, and she'll go see her soon, and that y'all don't got to worry no more.
Damn.
Oh wow!
To where that little girl helped that young girl that the preacher that I did see was killed for, helped her cross over, if you believe all that stuff.
That's crazy.
I don't really believe in ghosts, but I've been to some of these like really ancient cities as far as this country's concerned. It's ancient as far as the Europeans are concerned. Like Natchez and stuff. I'm sorry. I've seen some weird stuff, man, and I don't have an explanation for some of it. So like I get it.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to the chat, but did anyone get Rich's question?
No.
I don't think so.
Nah, somebody said Orlando. It wasn't Florida. Come on, I
wasn't New Jersey.
I still do
Wasn't
have
New
another
Jersey.
question.
Well, I guess that answer is now voided because I'm fixing to tell my short story of why I know the same place. But
I do really quickly.
It's Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Oh, that was going to be my guess. I do just really quickly before you dive into that. The only time I've seen an apparition was one time. I've felt the energy of spirits, and I had never personally believed in like ghosts, mostly because like the way I was raised, like there's a couple things. The way I was raised that like, like operating in like the whole like underworld realm was like evil, right? It's like stay away from it. You mess with like Satan, you gonna get him, kind of thing. And I was kind of like deterred from that at a young age. But like as I got older, there were a couple things that happened that made me be kind of more in tune with like energy. Because everything is energy, and energy can be transferred, but it can't be like stopped or removed, or everything is energy, from like the vibrations of a clover or a clover flower, or a seed, to something is like large as like a truck. Everything is energy. And my last home was haunted, and up until the very end when we were leaving, um, I didn't know who it was haunted by, and she finally showed herself, and it was barely recognizable, but things would just happen. Things would be misplaced. Things would be changed, and these things would happen that like I'd be like trying to find other reasons to explain things that like I must have made a mistake. I remember that whatever, but it was kind of like in a malicious way, like she was trying to torment us. And I did find out that a woman had taken her own life in our last home, and I used to like fall asleep on the couch. I would pass out. I would literally just sit on the couch like I'm watching TV, and I would just like pass out. And one night I woke up, and it was not like I was like, oh, I just woke up. It was like I was pulled out of a sleep. And when I was pulled out, I got up and I woke up, and I turned directly to my left. And in my left, you look over, there's the dining room, there's the rest of the living room, the dining room, and then the kitchen had like a bar to it and like an island. And then beyond that was the whole kitchen. And then there was a laundry room area that you could, oh, that's unfortunate. There was a laundry room area that was like, you could definitely feel some like weird type of energy in. And when I woke up, the first thing I did was like look right towards that area, and I see this silhouette of a woman just like literally almost like floating out of it, or taking like one big like she was like crossing a chasm, like one big um like float, or like just like a huge step out, and she just like dematerialized and just like went from a silhouette to just like nothingness. And in that like brief split second that I replay in my head, where I woke up all fuzzy and whatever, I remember seeing her and the way she looked, and her skin that was like almost like black, and her hair, it was like almost a complete black being that was the silhouette of like it was like a humanoid figure that was pretty creepy. She was pretty hot.
Yeah, sounds like it. She sounds like a
She's a winner.
Yeah, dude. That sounds like some fun stuff to, wake up to and then be freaked out, for the next 6 months.
Dude,
I'm going to have to watch the replay of my own show because I missed the whole thing and just came back to talking about a black humanoid silhouette.
Oh, it was crazy. It was only like a split second of my life, but I always said like paranormal stuff is like what people use for excuses when they can't explain real life, right? I always felt like when people can't explain things, just like when the government is going to use aliens to explain something that they're doing, right? Like it's an excuse. Something that we cannot understand, is going to be used as an excuse for like red herrings and whatever. So I always believed that until that day. So yeah.
But yeah, what also earlier, where I think I don't remember if it was you or Rich that asked what got me started in with the 3D stuff.
Yeah,
it came from the same stuff with the guns and all that. Being, I have a really big mixed background, and including the computers and gaming, to where I already had dabbled some in 3D models and textures for modding games. So I'd already knew some of the stuff about doing stereoscopic things and stuff like that for games. So looking into the tech for actually doing the videos, it was, like I said, I already knew a little bit enough to know what I was looking for to look stuff up. Not trying to cut into the ghost stuff, but tying back to the original topic, you know.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm just trying to get my lights right, man. These things are all jacked up.
But I'm fixing to have to end the stream here soon too. So if y'all want to chance at one more tusk, since y'all didn't get the town, which I'll mention that story real briefly while Dirt, pick a number between 1 and 20. Don't say it, but y'all put y'all's guesses between 1 and 20, and then Dirt, say who's the closest to what you guessed or picked.
I do have another trivia question too, if you want. It's up to
well,
you.
You can try the trivia while I and then I'll tell why I'll always remember Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
We'll use the numbers as a backup.
Yep.
So still submit your numbers, guys. We'll use that as a backup. But another question would be, what design, what name and designation of a firearm did Swamp Dog build in a bullpup configuration for charity? A specific charity for a specific, very special person.
I know this answer.
Mm-hmm.
I got one.
That's one thing I do not own any of. I don't own
Bullpups?
I don't have any of those either.
I don't know.
I got
those.
a PS90. I won't say the one that the trivia answer. And let's see, PS90.
I mean, well, now they know it's a bullpup. Dang.
Well, you said bullpup.
Did I? I don't think I did.
Yeah, you did. You said a very specific kind of firearm that was done in a bullpup configuration.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And I got a Keltec RFB. So I got the big end of the bullpup world, which is, a 308, and I got the little end of the bullpup world, which is the 5.7.
Nice.
They abandoned the numbers. They're rapidly going back through the video.
Yeah, right. Black humanoid silhouette.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, I appreciate that most of Dark's trivia questions are actually related to my channel for people that would have had to have seen my stuff.
Yeah, man, for sure. RFB for the win. Bacon, you got an RFB? I didn't know that. That's dope, man. Built, not bought.
But yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be telling y'all my while I always remember Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I'm big in classic motorcycles, and by classic I mean 1965 to 1981.
Golden
And
era.
I had rebuilt a 1976 first year production Honda Matic automatic 750 motorcycle that is basically a 2-speed power glide transmission on a motorcycle.
Nice.
And I just redid it, all new gaskets, had my airbrush buddy do a fresh paint job on it, and I did got rid of all the badges and stuff off the tank and the sides, and made custom vinyl stickers to replace them, my own flat emblems and stuff. And we took a road trip, 4 people with them 70s Honda motorcycles, what they call the Honda Force. And they was doing what they called a relay rally, like the online group of people, everybody being spread out and stuff. meeting in different places, and that's where we had met people from. We was going over there to meet the people to bring it to the people in Alabama, and ended up breaking down in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, with a dead battery at 11 o'clock at night, pitch black. That's why I said we called the local, not like 911, but tried to look up whatever the local dispatch thing to see if they had like a jump box or something like that, right? And the little old lady, she was like, "I'm sorry, sir, but it's too dangerous. We don't send anybody until daylight. You'll have to wait until 8 a.m."
Wow.
And then, like, literally, not even 5 minutes after I got off the phone with her, we're still on the side of the road and got the bike crunk up again to go a little ways. And then I got red and blue lights I see in the mirror to pull over. And the dude that pulled us over has a jump box in the back of his SUV. He's like, "Oh, I don't know why that lady said whatever. Here, hook it up." Gave me his junk box to hook up to the bike. My wife got in the front seat of his SUV, and we hauled butt to Walmart about 20 miles down the road, going 85 miles an hour to go get a battery with no lights on the bike at 11:30 at night on this back 2-lane highway thing in Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
I'm sitting
and
here
I still
the whole time.
have never been pulled over for tickets or anything like that. I've been pulled over one time in my life, and that was just for a taillight thing that didn't even end up being anything. But that interaction with that cop, actually having a escort following him like that, was something I'll never forget.
Yeah, Pine Bluff's that's a bad place to get broke down. If I'm honest.
I thought you were gonna say that you like laid the bike down or something like that.
Yeah.
Because when you're describing it, you were like, "Oh man, I did all this for." I was like, "Oh no, oh no." It's like when I described one of my cars that got totaled. I was like, "Man, it had the most beautiful paint job. I had 4 TVs in it." And like, "Oh, what happened?"
No, it was. I spent all that time getting it ready to take this trip with all these folks that's like excited for me fixing up this bike that they like, and I didn't think to check what is the equivalent of the alternator on a motorcycle like that. 5-minute fix when I got home.
That'd be important.
I made it look good and it sounded good, but apparently it didn't last good.
Oh, bro, we got somebody in the chat now that I'm a big fan of.
Mr. Snow, Mr. Snow.
Big fan of that guy.
Hey, Mr. Snow, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
I've been talking with him for on and off on Instagram about some projects coming up.
Dude, his channel is awesome.
Good to have you here, man. Thanks for stopping by.
But yeah, did anybody answer the trivia question?
We didn't get an answer, but I will say that I am on random.com right now, and I'm going to screen share it. And I just clicked a number. So Swampy, when you see this pop up, do me a favor and screen share that, or click that I'm allowed to screen share it.
All right, I'll try, and I'm driving right now, so I don't know what I'm supposed to click.
Just like when you let a person in.
All right.
You'll see a little requested permission, like someone is backstage. Mr. Snowman.
Oh, I see it.
Bum, bum, bum.
Add to stream.
You see what that is?
Don't work.
Oh, well, he gets it. Man, he gets some asses.
Man Against the Masses. That is exceptionally.
You need to redo it because he won the patch earlier.
Oh, well.
Okay. No one guessed 13. No one guessed 17. No one guessed 12. No one guessed 11. No one guessed 6. No one guessed 11 again. No one guessed 11 again. Random my ass. 10. 3. 16 again. 16 again. 6. 20. 4. 6. 15. 13. 12. 6. 5, 11, 5, 3, 16, 10, 10.
Well, I'm sure I'm glad I'm not alone on the stream for all of this, and y'all are here for all the hijinks too.
18, 17, 9, 16, 10. 8. Oh, Bacon! Congratulations!
There you go. I was literally just about to say, "Fine, Bacon gets it." Cause
That took a hot minute.
It took so long.
And I picked a small number. It's not like one.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Coming on
That's so funny.
coming on people coming in the chat and watching the stream.
You there?
I mean, you still there? It sounds like you're going into the Matrix. Oh yeah. It's good now.
You're back now.
Yeah, I was fixing to say I heard it cutting out and then all of y'all stopped. So I was like, well,
I was making sure it wasn't me.
But yeah, I was just trying to say thank y'all for coming on and being part of the discussion, and Dark helping out with the giveaway and coming up with trivia stuff and sharing y'all's story and helping support me trying to do this little old YouTube thing.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, it was a blast, man. I appreciate you inviting us. And
yeah, dude, 100%.
I'd recommend everyone in the chat, everyone that's going to be watching this later, I recommend that you sub to Swamp Dog Armory and sub to Dirt McGirt. That's DIRTMCGURT. And also Flying Rich. Looks like he had to run, but make sure you sub to Flying Rich. He's Flying Rich on everything, but on Instagram it's flying_rich. And also check out my channel. It's DLD After Dark, where we talk about a bunch of dope stuff like survival and preparation and creating a life of self-sustainability and guns and explosives. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Stuff that goes boom and stuff that goes bang, you know?
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. It's Swamp Dog, Dark. I appreciate the drop, man. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all subscribe. It's going to be a bunch of stupid videos of me shooting snakes. Or not actually, but the aftermath, before and after.
That is exactly what I'm looking for, my friend.
Yeah, man. I was going to say, I'm looking forward to your channel growing too. Me and you's kind of around the same number of subscribers at the moment.
Am I? Wow, dude. You're like, let's see, power like 10-fold more than me. No, way more than that. 20-fold. But yeah, no, I appreciate it.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, I just want for the people that have stuck around the whole time on this chat, I'm going to give you a little bit of a a leak preview, whatever you want to call it, of what's going to be coming next week. This weekend, I'm going to the IV88 event that a bunch of y'all have and talk about it and stuff. But I'm going to be filming the whole event in VR, and I'm be next week.
We lost you a little bit. You're going to be filming the whole event in 3D VR next week?
Yeah, I was fixing to say, give me just a second. I pulled off on a back road. I'm fixing to be off of it.
It's not in Arkansas, is it?
Nope. I'm not going to Arkansas unless I got to.
You're crystal clear right now.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. But yeah, what I was saying is I'm going to be filming a bunch of stuff with the 3D camera and make a virtual experience of the IV-88 range day. This I'm going to be posting next week when I get back.
Oh, man.
Nice.
So any of y'all that want to take the time to pick up one of them cheap little headset adapter things, now be the time to do it this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
awesome. Appreciate it. Well, thank you guys. I'm going to go move my daughter who fell asleep in my bed.
Nice.
Yep, y'all take it easy, and I just want to say thanks for coming on here, and y'all be good.
All right, man. Y'all
Oh, yeah,
too, man.
Be safe. Be dangerous.
Peace.